Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Box Toy Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at yet another Jurassic World set, Just because it's the new year doesn't mean we're going to be reviewing an entirely different thing. We are still sticking with the Jurassic World stuff. And today we're going to be taking a look at this. No, wait. Wait a minute. No, that's still not right. Hold on. That's still not right. Hold on. There we go. Here we go. Now another box is empty. The figures are already over there on the table. But this is the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary Hammond collection Steven Spielberg set. So this was the SDCC exclusive last year, I believe, and then they released it on Mattel Creations, for purchase once SDCC was done. And that was the only way you could get hold of it, unless you obviously went to eBay afterwards. But officially, either the convention or Mattel Creations website was the only way to get a hold of this set. So yeah, so it comes with a Hammond collection Steven Spielberg figure, a Hammond collection Dilophosaurus, and a few different accessories. So yes, and obviously we'll take a closer look at the box over there on the table, but the figures are also already over there. So speaking of the table, let's head on over there right now and take a closer look at that awesome set. Shall see you over there. Okay, so here we are. Here is the set, and if we just scooch all of this out of the way, we will take a look at the box first. So this is the main outer box. I'm going to have to pick my camera up for this. So up we go. So this was the main outer box that basically just looks like the poster for Jurassic Park. So it's just an all black background with the Jurassic Park logo, an adventure 65 million years in the making, and we've got a Steven Spielberg film. Down here we've got warning, choking hazard, don't eat anything. On this side we've got the Jurassic Park logo. On the other side it's the same. On the bottom we have all the writing. On top we have nothing. On the back we have the Jurassic Park logo again. Get that hair off there. So we've got the big Jurassic Park logo again, and then the Mattel Creations logo and all of like the credits for who designed the figure and all that stuff. So that was the outer box. So I'll just pop that down there. And then we've got the inner box, which is what the figures were actually in. So this looks like one of the clapboards used in filming, and it can actually be used as one as well. So I may take this to conventions as a prop at some point. So this is the big window where you would see the figures, and I don't know if you can quite see the background because of the glare. You probably can't, but the background is the Dennis Nedry accident scene. So we've got the dock sign there. We've got the Jeep stuck on the top of the waterfall there, and we've got the cable running down. And then we've got down here Jurassic World 30th anniversary, Steven Spielberg set, and then Hammond collection, and then a little bit of a blurb. An industry legend, director Steven Spielberg is masterfully skilled at creating on-screen thrills. His 1993 classic Jurassic Park became a global phenomenon of epic proportions and made movie history by bringing dinosaurs to life in a ferociously striking way. So that's the front of the box. The sides have nothing on them except a little tiny Hammond collection and a Jurassic Park logo there. On the back, it looks more like the actual clapboards that we used. So we've got the date, we've got the director, and then just the name of what it was. So it was the SDCC exclusive for 2023. Then we've got all of the scenery and stuff. So that is that. So I shall pop the box down there. Don't worry, I know I usually say I throw my boxes, but that box is staying. That box is definitely staying. So here is the set. So we've got Dilophosaurus, we've got Steven Spielberg, we've got his director chair. Come on, director chair, stand up. There we go. We've got his camera, and we have the frill for the Dilophosaurus, which I'm not actually going to be using because this is like solid plastic. I need to heat it up before I try and put it on. So we'll take a look at Spielberg himself first. So this is a Hammond collection figure of him. This is not a regular Mattel figure of him. So here we go. His glasses are removable. They are indeed removable, but I'm not going to take them off because, as you can see from the size of my thumb, these glasses are extremely small and I don't want to lose them. So his glasses are staying on. But he has his signature cap on that he was wearing through the filming of Jurassic Park, and also his t-shirt, which is like a pop art T-Rex design. I do really like that t-shirt. I kind of want to get one for myself. I need to find one. And then he's got his jeans on and his trainers, or sneakers as you call them in America. So yeah, the face is done really nicely. So he's got all of it. He's got his mustache and his beard. He's got his sideburns, and he's got his fuzzy hair. Well, the figure at least makes his hair look fuzzy. So yeah, so Spielberg looks really nice. For articulation, he can look side to side, like a tiny bit of up and down. It's like a very loose ball joint, so it is mostly side to side that you're going to get. His arms can go that far out, so he can indeed T-pose and assert his dominance over his dinosaurs. The arms have, the elbows have a single hinge, where you can get a nice, like 90-degree bend in the elbows. For the wrists, they are on a swivel hinge, so you can rotate them around, and you can also get them to move, up and down at the hinge. The elbow does also give us a swivel, so that is nice. I'm just going to move the arms back out of the way as we go into the lower half. It does feel like he's got a bit of a waist swivel, but I don't want to force it in case I break it, because this is an expensive set to replace if it breaks. Legs can move forward that far. Backwards, that far backwards is not really possible because his butt is in the way. You get a double jointed knee, so you can get full range of movement. He can kick himself in the butt should you need him to. And his feet are on swivel hinges as well, so you get a little tiny bit of rock, but you can also swivel the feet around should you want Spielberg to look knock-kneed. There isn't a hinge, there isn't a swivel at the knees just because of that double jointed hinge. Oh, the legs can also go out as well. I forgot to mention that. So legs can go out, so he can T-pose with his legs as well as his arms, asserting a double assertion of the dominance. So there we go. So that is the Spielberg figure. A really nice figure. I'm really glad that we've got a Spielberg figure as well, with like a director chair and a camera, because now it can look like he, if I pose him with some of my other figures that I've got that are not necessarily Jurassic Park figures, it look like he'll be directing other films. So before we go on to the Dilophosaurus, we'll look at his accessories, because these accessories are for Spielberg. So we've got his director chair here. It says Spielberg on the backrest. And this is just all solid plastic. We do have the Jurassic Park logo printed on the back as well, which is really nice. He can indeed sit in the chair. So if I just move his knees into a more sitting position, move his arms out a little bit. So he can indeed sit in the director chair. So if you want him sitting on your display, you can. And next we have the camera, the old style film camera. So these ones were huge, they were heavy, they were bulky. They were, well, this is a 90s film camera. So we've got nice detailing and paint on it. Well, yeah, so this is the viewfinder where you would look through. You've got your film reels that would go up here to record. You got your lens. Don't know what lens that would be classed as. A wide angle lens, maybe. So, yep. So the camera looks really nice. And it's on a tripod as well, so it can stand up and be used in the display as well. I'm going to lie you down because I don't know if you're going to fall over. Moving on to the Dilophosaurus. I'm going to put that there. So here is the Hammond collection Dilophosaurus. This is exactly the same as the Hammond collection Dilophosaurus that was released at retail. Unfortunately, the UK didn't get it. Also, not many people in the US got it because the Dilophosaurus seemed to just come and go really quickly. So the detailing on this figure is really damn good. As you can see with the pupil, it's as if it was looking straight ahead. Although this pupil is looking slightly to the side. But this one is looking straight ahead at least. Which is really nice. It does give it a nice menacing look. You do have some deep red paint around the eyes, which goes into this like more black colour for the patterning. Then we've got that dark pattern that runs down the length of the body and onto a little bit of the tail, which is really nice. This little part is meant to be the frill when it's folded down while the dinosaur's not using it. It can just come off really easily, so then you can put this one on. This one does not want to go on really easily, so I'm not going to do it. But that's what the frill down piece looks like. Kind of looks like a tumor. And this is the frill up piece. The detailing on this one is really nice. I like the patterning work that goes around it. The back of it's just the green. But yep. So back onto the figure. So we've got really nice detailing down there that goes through the entire length of the body. The detailing is a little bit subdued on the tail because it's more rubbery plastic rather than the solid plastic of the rest of the body. And then we have the feet, which are painted nicely, painted toe claws. We also have painted hand claws as well, which is nice. So yeah, for articulation, the mouth can open and close. And if we look inside, we can see the teeth are painted nicely, the tongue is painted nicely, and those little fleshy bits are as well. The head is on, I think this is a ball joint, so you can get side to side, you know, like 360. You can't get much up and down, but you can get some nice side to side. The base of the neck is on a swivel hinge, so you can get the up and down. So the dinosaur can look all the way down. And then if you bring the neck up as far as it'll go, you can't really make it look all the way up, but that will do. You also get the like the swivel on that. For the arms, they can move forward and back at the shoulder, and they can also move out at the shoulder as well. And at the elbow, you've got your bend at the elbow, which is also a swivel. This feels really loose on mine for this elbow. So this one's probably the better one to show you. So you can get that much bend in the elbow and then all the way out straight, and then you got your swivel. Let's move the arms out of the way and move on to the legs. So you've got your basic articulation at the hips. Can they move out a little bit? They can move in and out a little bit, but not much. You've got the knee, so you've got that much bend in the knee, and then that much flex, and once again, swivel. And then you've got the foot. So the foot can go that far forward, and it can go that far back, so you can get it in a nice sort of running pose. And then you've also got the swivel at the foot, which you can sort of class as like ankle pivot. And then for the tail plugs into the body on a ball joint, so you've got the ball joint there. And then the rest of the tail has the bendy wire, so you can bend the tail in whatever direction you want. I don't really use the bendy tail, so on pretty much all of my Hammond and Amber collection figures, the tail is always straight, because if you bend these wires too much, they will eventually snap, and then they have a habit of tearing through the rubber and poking out. So bendy wires just break easily, which is why I don't really use them. I prefer segmented tails, like say the NECA and the SH Monster Arts Godzilla figures, where you just got loads and loads of ball joints and in segments, so you can still get some nice fluid movement without having to worry about any of it breaking, unless obviously you've got the loose ball joints and then they'll keep popping off. So yeah, so that's the Dilophosaurus. And for the Dilophosaurus accessories, besides the frill, we have this. Now this is one of the arms that the animatronic dinosaurs would have sat on, and then that would have like raised and lowered them if they needed to, and like, you know, slid them forward and stuff like that. So this is what they would have used to support and control the animatronics. And the Dilophosaurus can just sit on it. Could just place there like that. It just basically just nestles the crotch of the figure, and that way you can make it look like it's the animatronic Dilophosaurus instead of a live Dilophosaurus, like what it would be if you took it off the base. So yeah, really nice set. I love it. I'm really glad that we've now got a Spielberg figure, and this was my only way of getting the Hammond Collection Dilophosaurus as well, because I never got it originally, because yay for the UK not getting the Hammond Collection. But yeah, that's all I can really say about this set. So thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!